it highlights the column B. In a worksheet, there are 16,384 such columns. Although you do not need to remember this number, but that is the number of columns we have in this worksheet. Similarly, the horizontal paths are called rows and are represented by numbers. If I click 2, the second row will be highlighted. The maximum number of rows in a worksheet is over 1,000,000. Now the intersection of the row and the column creates a rectangle. This rectangle is called a cell. So column A and row 1 create a cell called A1. Now I told you that we have 16,384 columns and we have 1,048,576 rows. Can you find out the total number of cells in this worksheet? And if I have 3 worksheets in this workbook, how many cells do I have in my workbook? I will show you the answer to this question in the next video. Let's move on for now. Now this area is called the ribbon. Ribbon constitutes all these tabs: home, insert, page layout, etc. and all the options that you see within each tab. If you do not want to see the options in the tabs, you can collapse the ribbon with this small button. But generally, when I am working on a file, I usually prefer to keep them open. Now remember that all these are tabs except this file button. File button has some other functionalities and we will discuss that later. For now, I will give you a brief overview of these tabs. In the videos to come, we will dive deeper into all the options you see in these tabs. The first tab is the Home tab. You will probably spend most of your time with the Home tab selected. This tab contains the basic clipboard commands such as cut, copy, paste, formatting commands, styling commands, and commands to insert and delete rows or columns. The second tab is Insert tab. We use this tab to insert elements into a worksheet, elements such as a table, a diagram, a chart, a symbol, and so on. Page Layout tab contains commands that affect the overall appearance of your worksheet, including some settings that deal with printing. The fourth tab is Formulas tab, which is used to insert a formula, name a cell, or access formula auditing tools, etc. Next tab is Data tab, where you will find data related commands including data validation, filtering, sorting, and advanced analysis tools. Then comes Review tab, which helps to review the content in your worksheet, such as do spell checking, translate words, or add comments. The last tab is the View tab, which contains commands that control various aspects of how a sheet is viewed. For example, zooming or freezing panes within a worksheet. So while explaining this, I have used various Excel specific terms and you may not understand the meaning of these terms right now. But when we go through each of these functionality one by one in the course, you will understand what each option does. So this might seem like a lot, but trust me, we will go step by step, and when you see the examples of how all these are used, you will realize that Excel is very simple and very powerful tool, which is why it is very popular in businesses. In the next video, we are going to see how to enter data and formula in these cells.